real life. But do you think you have to identify with a part to play a part, or is that a real myth about acting?
I think it's very misleading to think that you have to be like the part you play. In fact, I think it's, in a way, it's often harder to play a part accurately if you're too close to it, because you then get blurred between what's the real you and what are the needs of the part. As far as I'm concerned, all parts that I ever have played or hope to play are character parts. You know, and it's very misleading when people assume that you are the character that you're playing.
But people do. I mean,
They
they
do
actually
all the time,
assume
yes.
you feel what that person feels.
Yes, that's right. But on the other hand, I think it would be it's quite difficult to imagine playing something, some emotional response, say, or some reaction, which one didn't understand, you know. So even if it isn't part of your own personal experience, you have to have observed it or have shared it with somebody that you know, in order to be able to play it at all.
If you don't have to identify exactly with the part, do you, however, have to sort of agree with the philosophy of the play?
No.
No. But do you, in this play, agree with some of the things that Doug is saying? Pretty strong stuff.
Oh, I agree with I mean, I know the situation to be very common, which is that, the part of the play that relates to my character, at least, which is that it becomes very difficult as the years pass for each side of a couple to accommodate the changes, that they each go through. That seems to be the major problem now, where there is no longer an absolute imperative to stay together no matter what, which seems to be the case.
Is that because of ease of divorce, or do you think is that because of permissive society?
Whatever that may be.
Whatever that is, yes.
I do think that there is a loosening of attitudes about the sort of fidelity that marriage implies. And I know it from my own experience and from plenty of people in my age group and younger, that you get to a point where you look at this person, they're no longer the person you thought you were with, and you wonder quite what you've got left in common and what is the reason that you're together. That seems to me the biggest problem about couples who wish to stay together now.
But there's something else about this play, isn't there, which is you're reflecting, aren't you, the part of society when we were all told, let it all hang out, let's all be free, let's all be permissive about each other, relationships, etc., aren't you, you're saying? And in a way, you're revealing, aren't you, a sort of comeuppance about that sort of attitude, or not?
That makes it sound vindictive, and it's not, because, I mean, obviously I'm 32 years old, so I'm obviously the tail end of that myself, anyway. I'd say probably that the people that I'm writing about in this play are people who take a lot of